Dear God, on this 171st day of my awesome abstinence with commitment journey, I thank you for the assurance in 2 Corinthians 12 verse 9, chapter 12 verse 9, that your grace is sufficient for me. Your power is made perfect in my weakness. The New International Version says, but he said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore, I will boast all the more gladly about my weaknesses, so that Christ's power may rest on me. That's what St. Paul says, Apostle Paul says, and that's what I'm saying today too. And yesterday was really a wonderful day for me to live this in real time, because I wasn't doing too good. And I just kept thinking about grace, and I went to Google to get the definition of grace, right? And they said the grace of it could be God's life, power, and righteousness given to us by unmerited favor. I love this unmerited favor. It is through grace that God works effective change in our hearts and lives. Grace gives us a new life which is not condemned by God. And that is how I listened with so much rapt attention to this teaching from Bishop Beryl EN, teaching on grace. And since 2017, and I'm just listening to it now. Well, it's never late, to learn. It's never late there's always a time. There's a time for everything. And it was time for me to listen to this teaching. And I'm going to listen to it again today because it is so deep. And she talked about grace from different aspects, and I want to just talk about the grace in my weakness, because that's what happened yesterday, right? Although I walked out, even walking out was already a struggle, because I already knew that my period has just started, and there were already these thoughts. In short, I was not feeling so comfortable, but I did, and then my hearing aids also had a problem. They have to be cleaned and everything, but the audition center is closed, and they'll be open only on Monday. And oh my goodness. So it was just overwhelming for me to be listening to voice notes. And at some point, I just had to snap on somebody, because by then I was already feeling all these cramps and I couldn't even leave my room. In short, I stayed in bed the whole of yesterday. I didn't leave my room. I'm so grateful that I had so much support, my sister bringing me food to the room, and all the tea I was drinking and all the hydration. It wasn't easy, but your strength, Father, in my weakness, because from that bed I was able to talk with people, to walk with people, and Facebook kept bringing me back memories. Like, this was 3 years ago when I was already testifying to the goodness of Jesus in my life, and how my mess are becoming powerful messages. And I was just so grateful, and asking people to pray for their own revelation, and to march on and to share all of this, and just thanking you, God. That is it. And even though at that period I was also going through what I now know is spiritual abuse, and I lost so much weight and all of these things, but your grace saw me through. Oh my goodness. And yes, grace has unmerited favor. What could I have done to deserve it so well like this, and to have a wonderful partner in my life now, like the king, like my king, And that's why when I saw this, my son, yesterday, and this is t-shirt that he has cut and designed and done whatsoever on it, I was like, I don't have energy for you. And secondly, God's grace will see me through. So whatever stage you are going through now, please, just be going through your stage, but may the grace of God locate you, and may his mercy be sufficient for all of us. And it helps me to show myself so much compassion, and to show everybody else to all of that compassion, because frankly speaking, without grace, where would we be? Where would I be? Yes, your grace is sufficient for me, and that's my prayer for us, because henceforth I'm praying for us, for my king. And I'm not on this journey for myself alone. That's also what you told me yesterday. It's for so many people, that we may stay in this awareness, and that we may continue to work on our faith, because our faith is the gateway for all of this grace. Let's not take it for granted. I'm just so grateful, Father, for everything. And for this journey, which is gradually approaching its 50% mark, I give you all the glory, all the honor. I don't find it embarrassing anymore. Amen.